I would like to share with you guys to make sure that this is an awesome school year for your kids, and also to give them that structure that they are needing. So, right behind me, there's a board, and if you cannot read it, I'll read it off because it is a little far away. To the left of the board, I'm going to encourage each of you to get a dry erase board. It does not have to be this big. It can be smaller ones, and you can do it by the day. I will also have a PDF available so you guys can download it to make it your own. So here to the left, we have the days of the week. Horizontal, we have the activities. And of course, the activities will change based off of your child's age. So for this example, we have morning hygiene. We have daily chores, homework, behavior, night hygiene, bonus, and also total points. So we're going to start with morning hygiene. We know that school has started, so your kids have to get up at a certain time, right? Depending on what time the schools start and what time they have to leave the house. So make sure there is a time for each and every activity. Don't just say you have to have your morning hygiene done. What time does this morning hygiene have to be completed? That is a very, very big thing. So for the sake of this example, I have by 7 a.m., okay? So we have 7 a.m., and if the child gets this done by 7 a.m., what you do as the awesome parent that you are, you get to choose how many points each activity is worth. Is it 1 point, 2 points, or 5 points? So I'm going to say 5 points. So if your child completes their morning hygiene by 7 a.m., we'll give them a total of 5 points. Okay? So they get 5 points on this good Monday for completing their hygiene by 7. They have daily chores. The chores accordingly to their age group. Some kids are at the point where they're doing laundry, making their own bed, picking up behind themselves. Young people as early as 3 years old, some even earlier, have chores already. Because why? They're able to clean up behind themselves. They're able to put things where they go. So this chart is not just for those that's in school, but this is also for our little people. This will actually benefit you in the long run, okay? So, again, whatever that daily chore is, and I'm going to say they have until 6 o'clock to get it done, okay? So let's just say they get the chores done, but it's after 6 o'clock. Do they get the entire 5 points? Absolutely not. We'll actually give them, I'll say, 3 points, okay? Depending on what time they get it done, they'll get 3 points. Then we have homework. Even if your kid does not have homework sent by the school, I'm going to encourage you to see whatever subject they're lacking in, to just give them some extra things to do, whether that's reading or writing or math. As a parent, we need to stay on top of those things. So they should have time for homework time. And we're going to say homework needs to be done by 5 o'clock. So they get their homework done in a timely manner. They've received their 5 points for their homework. Behavior. Behavior counts at school and at home. And when I say at home, I don't just necessarily mean inside of the home. When they go to the store, when they're out in public, all of that counts as in home. If you have a kid who throws temper tantrums, just like all the time, this would count up under here. If we have those sassy teenagers who gets an attitude just because the sun is shining, that goes under behavior as well. So let's just say we have a kid who decided to throw a temper tantrum at home but did great at school. That's fine. We're going to give you 2 points because you act right at school, but at home you decided to throw a tantrum. So we're going to go ahead and take some points away from that. All right, then we have our night hygiene. So that's taking a bath, getting our clothes ready for the next day, being in bed, being asleep, all by certain times. So whatever that time you have decided for your child to have things done, that will fall up under their night hygiene. So if I say, hey, you have to have taken a bath by 7 o'clock. If that is not done by 7, you don't get all of your points, okay? You actually get partial points because I'm sure you are going to take a bath. If you want to be that parent who don't give points at all because they didn't do exactly what you have asked them to, that is totally fine. So we're going to say, hey, you did not take a bath today. You said you're going to wait until the morning. So you don't get any points for that. All right? However, that child may have a younger sibling and they are helping that younger sibling with their homework. They've helped done extra chores. They've gone above and beyond. Let's throw them some extra points. So let's just give them, let's just say 5 extra points. Okay? So at the end of each day, we're going to total the points. We have 5, 10, 15, 20 points here. So they get 20 points for today. And this will continue for the duration of the week, okay? So at the end of the week, we are going to add these points up. And I'm just putting points here for the sake of having points, okay? So after all of the points are added, we have 2 ways to do this. So I suggest at the end of each week, they actually get prizes. And this is the positive reinforcement, okay? So it's like, why do we give them prizes if they hadn't done everything? So their prizes is based off of their points. I know you guys remember Chuck E. Cheese, Hollywood Connection, arcades and things of that nature. Depending on how many tickets you have, it determines your gift. So we may have things like candy. This can be worth maybe 5 points. We have things like Pop-Its or something that your kid really enjoy playing with. This can be worth a certain amount of points. Then we have the cool stuff that they just don't have access to on the regular, which could be like their favorite snacks. It can be their favorite cards if the kids are into like Pokemon cards and things of that nature. We may have a young lady or young man who loves journaling or writing or coloring. They may have seen something in the store that they really, really wanted. And you're like, no, we're not getting it today. That is perfectly fine. Those are the things we add to our end of the week giveaways. And depending on their points, that's what they're able to get. That goes with fast food. That goes with going to their favorite restaurant. And at the end of the month, what you can do, the end of the month or the end of the week, it's solely up to you. That's when you choose those bigger things. Like we're going to have a day in the park. We're going to go to the movies. We're going to go get you that shirt and the pants you like. That way we are able to give them for doing what they're supposed to do. The same way we go to work and get paid, it will be the same thing with our little people. It's changing their behavior. It's also putting them on a schedule, and they have structure. And parents, that is less stress on you as well, because now they are being responsible and taking accountability. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this helps you have your life and also continue to be the most amazing and perfectly perfect parent that you are. And kids, have an amazing school year. Until next time, you guys be blessed.